Hello, grade 12s. Welcome to week 5 of our online learning. Week 5 sounds really, really weird. And in fact, it's hard to believe how much we've done so far. Again, I'm going to say congratulations. You've done a great job of keeping up with the lessons and the video that I've assigned and the work that I've asked you to practice. Again, my goal here is not to get you doing too much stuff. The goal is to try and give you as much information and prepare you as best I can for next year. You'll notice as we're going along that I've been cutting things out and just trying to stick with the most important types of questions and thinking of new and creative ways that I can engage you just to try and make it a little bit more interesting. It's going to be harder now that the weather's getting better and better, but I just want to encourage you to keep up the great work. So I thought it'd be worth just taking a little mental snapshot and looking at our April calendar. So you'll get a sense of all the stuff we've done, which is very impressive. We finished up the sketching in Unit 3. We've done a whole unit of Unit 4 and 5 combined where we finished up calculus. And we started our our vector stuff this week. And we're going to continue it. We started it last week, and we're going to continue it this week and next week. All right, the vector stuff is a new idea, and hopefully you've had a little bit of success getting introduced to it and doing a couple of force questions. Okay, you'll notice on Friday we had our optional Google Meet, and we had about 8 to 10 people show up, and thanks to those who showed up. If you missed it, one of the cool things we did and looked at was a Jamboard. So it's an online virtual whiteboard that you can go in and play around with, and a couple of people can be on there at once. So we had some fun playing with that, and just showing some of the options that we have that we can do some vector questions right there on a whiteboard together. Okay, so I'm going to try and make more use of this as an extra help tool or doing a couple of lessons. In fact, with my grade 9s this week, I'm going to do a live lesson with them. So I'm inviting them all to come in at the same time and try a live lesson. If it goes well with the grade 9s, I'll try a few of them. I'll try and see if we can set one up with you. I'll still offer the video option if you can't make it, but this is just something that I want to do to try and make it a little bit more engaging and try and get you a little bit back and forth instead of me just talking and lecturing to you the whole time. So let's go back to Classroom and see what we've got on tap for the week. So here we are. There's our vectors textbooks that I'm slowly scanning. And the stuff you're hopefully watching, well, you are watching the Welcome Week video. Here's our planning calendar. And you're going to notice this. It's going to feel like 4 days worth of work this week, and that's not the case. The 4th day is just an assignment. So let me explain that. So you're going to see a video on some airplane questions on day 3, resolution of vectors on day 4, and a couple of questions, especially a box and ramp question on day 5. After every day, this is setting you up to do one of the questions on your assignment. So you'll be able to do question 1 after you watch this video. And so that's what I would suggest you do. You can do your homework questions as well, but you'll see if you look at this video assignment, you'll see right here, yours looks a little different. I'm in my mode right now, but it says you're prepared to try and answer this question 1 in your assignment. So after you watch the video, you could do the practice questions. Here's some practice questions there. And in fact, I've got some solutions there. But you might want to just go straight to the assignment and do that work, okay? So I'll just go back here. And the same thing for the other days. So day 6 is not a new day. It's just doing those questions, and then you're going to scan that and hand it in. That's going to be a big part of our assessment for this week is these 4 questions. There are 4 major questions, and if you can do those 4 major questions, then I know that you have understood those the lessons for those days before. Okay, so don't panic when you see 4 posts for this week. Next, I'm going to try something a little bit newer. So this week you'll see then again, this is just set up as a suggestion. You can do this whenever you want. Organize your own week. But there's day 3 where you're going to do an airplane question. There's 2 questions here that are important on day 4 for vectors, and then this box and ramp question. And all of that will lead up to Thursday. And so Thursday, what I'm calling day 6, is just your vectors assignment. And we're going to have a Google Meet again at 11 o'clock till 12 o'clock, but I'm going to add some incentive to this week's Google Meet. So I'd love for more people to come in and check in, ask me some questions. And so the incentive for joining this week's Google Meet is I'm going to give you the answers to your vector assignment. Not the full solutions, but I will give you all of the answers so you'll know if your answer is correct. Okay? And I will answer any questions about your assignment at this Google Meet. So this is going to be some incentive for you to come by. I can show you some stuff and demonstrate stuff on the whiteboard, especially this airplane question, which sometimes can get a little bit confusing to draw the picture. And so I really am going to encourage you to come in, even just come in and say hi for a couple of minutes. And when you come, I will then give you the answers to your assignment that should make completing it as easy as you can. Again, as always, I'll put the due date on Friday, but I don't expect to see that assignment done until maybe sometime on the weekend. And remember, it's 4 questions the assignment, 1 from day 1, 2 from day 2, and 1 from day 1 from Monday, 2 from Tuesday, and 1 from Wednesday. Okay, so not too much. Sneaking ahead, looking ahead, there's only 2 more lessons in Unit 6. And instead of doing a test like we did for last time, what I'm going to do is encourage a group video assignment. This video assignment, you're going to have a couple of options to do, and we'll talk more about this at the Google Meet. But essentially, I'm going to ask you to do 2 questions from the unit. You can either do it and film yourself answering it, where maybe you get a whiteboard or a piece of paper and you film yourself answering it and explaining it to me. Or you can sign up and work together, maybe set up a Google Meet in a group, and the 2 of you can record yourself talking and answering through that question. Or your third option is to set up a Google Meet with me and do the question live right there. Okay? Either way, I'm going to give you a question and then you'll have to record it or do anything and give it right back to me. So the point of this is to see how you're doing on it. Okay, it's going to be graded on a level, not on a mark. I'm just going to say whether you did a level 4 job, a level 3, level 2, or level 1 job at answering that question. Okay, so this is something we're going to plan for the end of next week, and that's going to be our culminating activity for Unit 6. More information to come on Thursday about that group video assignment, and we'll explain all the details next week. But next week is just 2 lessons, nothing else, and then we'll schedule a time for you to complete this group video assignment, and that'll be the end of Unit 6. All right, so something to look forward to. Again, this week, though, we've got a couple of lessons, and I hopefully will see lots of you on Thursday at 11 o'clock, and we'll have some fun at our Google Meet. All right, good luck with this week's work. Take care. Have fun.